Hello guys, how are you? Welcome to my channel Mubiarto. So in this video I want to show you my emission test result from my Nissan Latio 1.6 liter 5-speed manual X-Cab. So I did a test two times actually. The first one is this. I got a certificate, something like a certificate saying that I met the requirement standard. So I did a test actually again couple of weeks ago. Then the result was not really good compared to this, because at that time I just did a carbon cleaning of the engine. So maybe it could be there's some residuals left inside the combustion chamber or even inside the exhaust. So it was not really good. The result, yes, it was acceptable, it met the standard. Still it is far below the standard, but still it is not as good as this one. So here what I can say about this emission test, as you can see, it's a certificate, something like that. Then we have some faded numbers in it. You can see there carbon monoxide, so in Bahasa, so I can say to you oil, engine oil temperature and RPM, carbon monoxide and CO or carbon monoxide corrected, and this is also carbon dioxide and hydrocarbon, oxygen and lambda. Those are the things written in here. And then there's some maximum load limit. So for carbon monoxide, the maximum limit load is 1.5. Then in this test my car is only 0.01, so just merely a fraction of it, fraction of the standard load. So I have also this hydrocarbon. The maximum load is 200 and I got 8 on my car, so it is actually just really a small fraction of it. It is far lower than the standard what we have today here in Indonesia. It is kind of strange because the way we see the results only on the hydrocarbon when the car is idling, so it's not a real thing to say. For example, maybe you drive intertown with, of course you drive with air conditioner on, and you have some loads including you and including maybe you carry some other people inside your car, so the weight is increased. Then we don't really know how much the hydrocarbon emissions were emitted from the exhaust. It's kind of actually funny. It is not a real thing. Yes, definitely it is valid, but maybe it is valid for a very specific situation only. When for example, maybe in the midnight when you roll the window down and you don't turn on the AC but you still have your headlamp on, and then yes, you were waiting there in traffic light, then this is the valid result. But for real life, like what we have daily, it's not really realistic. So this is the sad part of the test. Looks like it's not done in a serious way. I mean, if they're serious, maybe the test could be something like this. The car should be on dyno, then of course it will be measured when the car is running on the dyno. So the load is there, and then there's a temperature, or maybe so many things are related to this CO changes or hydrocarbon changes. So that is in my view, that is a better way to have a complete test of emission. I did a test on my bike previously on that this Kawasaki Ninja 650. It has 2 cylinders, and I did a test. It was not really a emission test, it was a dyno test, but that guy there has a gas analyzer. So during the test, that kind of thing was put inside the exhaust. So the bike was revved up really high, so the power is there, but the lambda is also there. It was exactly at 1, but the guy there told me that this is kind of running a little bit lean. So if you want to get a better performance, then you can do something like an upgrade or remapping the engine control unit to get a better power. But there's a risk, maybe like emission is going to be higher, or it is not going to be that economical. It will consume the fuel a little bit more. It's something like that. That is a part of the consequence, having a richer burn. That is what the guy told me. But really, at that time I was just really wondering how much the power that engine could produce, and it was like a 63 point something horsepower on the wheel. It was kind of good actually. The bike was almost like a new. It was only 500 something kilometers on its odometer. It was really low mileage bike at that time. I did a test, and then for this Nissan, it's actually quite satisfying. It's actually really satisfying since it was a standard car. It was X-Cap. You know, X-Cap is it's not a nice car to hear. It's not a nice car to see, and then it is not a good car. You want to hear from someone saying, "Oh, this is a bad X-Cap." You don't want to drive that kind of X-Cap. This is an X-Cap result. It performs actually quite well. It is a little bit above my expectation actually compared to the previous car that I tested. It was an X-Cap also. The Nissan GL Neo, the same kind of things with a 1.6 liter, but the engine code is different. So the technology was kind of different because the GL Neo was a little bit older than this Nissan Latio. So definitely Latio is better on this term. It has a better fuel economy, it has a better emission, it has a better response. Overall, the engine is better than the previous generation Nissan I had. On this standard really basic test, it was not kind of expensive. It was only 100 to 150 for each test, so it's not that expensive. Then you get a certificate. You might need to leave this in your car just in case if there's a maybe like they do a random check or random test. Then if your car got failed, then you might need to do something to get it past the test. Maybe you need to clean up the engine, or you need to change the plugs or the coils or something like that. Then again, you need to have the test, so you can pass this requirement. It is a really basic requirement, and I believe in most of the cars, even my old Mercedes, my 97 Mercedes, it passed the test. Really, it is a lot lower than the standard. I can say to you, the 3.2 liters M104 with 3.2 liters, it performs actually really well on this emission test. The CO was only 70 something, which is definitely just 1/3 of the maximum standard required. That is really good. Even without catalyst, this engine performs so well on this very simple test. I don't know about a real test. I had a dyno on that Mercedes also. I had a dyno on this Nissan Latio, but it was not really expensive dyno because at that time the guy there did not use engine or gas analyzer or something like what I had with my Ninja 650. It is kind of a little bit different, just like a test run and a power run, something like that. So there's nothing analyzed really. It is just getting a horsepower and the torque. That is all. That's kind of a little bit different with the bike, the test I had with my bike. So that's all what I can say to you. Sorry about my broken and so bad English. I can say thank you for watching this video, and see you on the next moment or event or video. Thanks for watching. Bye.